the 51st state?
He did not.
All right. We've heard Mr. Trump on April 23rd and his surrogates throughout the final days of the campaign reiterate the idea that they believe Canada should become the 51st state. On the campaign trail, you said on multiple occasions that respect for Canada would be one of the key things in terms of having a meeting with him. Do you think over the past few days we have seen respect for Canada from the Trump administration?
Look, it's always important to distinguish want from reality. La volonté et la réalité, right? What someone wants and what is reality, and what the Canadian people clearly have stated, virtually without exception, is this will never, ever happen. And if any of the leaders of the party and their representatives would attest to that, I think the votes attest to it. I think the public dialogue attests to it as well. We are, we're meeting as heads of our government to discuss that partnership. Now, I'm not pretending those discussions will be easy, or they won't proceed in a straight line. There will be zigs and zags, ups and downs. But as I said in my remarks, I will fight for the best deal for Canada, and only accept the best deal for Canada, and take as much time that's necessary.
Davis Legree, iPolitics.
Hi, thanks for taking our questions. Just one from me to try and squeeze some more reporters in. But to my colleague's point, the White House's public position has continued to be that Canada should be the 51st state. You yourself have said that Donald Trump is trying to break Canada. Considering all that, how can you expect good faith negotiations when you travel to Washington next week?
Look, I think first I've had the direct conversation with him on whatever day it was, Tuesday, I guess it was, a couple of days ago. And we agreed to have those negotiations. Very clear discussion between us, as I said, very constructive. I would say the time allocated to our meeting and the seniority of he's the president, so that's as senior as you get, but the other members of his administration who will be assisting at those meetings suggests the seriousness of the discussions. Again, do not expect white smoke out of that meeting. There'll be white smoke probably later somewhere else in the world this month, but do not expect that. But so that's the first thing, is just the level of the direct dialogue, the discussion, the level of people there. The second point, I'll make it quickly, and thank you for restricting the question so others can get in, is that he respects, as others who are good negotiators, and he's one of the best negotiators, they respect strength. That's why we're building Canada strong. There's lots of reasons to build Canada strong, but the point is, and I will make this point repeatedly, we have more than enough to do here at home. That point about we can give ourselves more than the Americans can take away is absolutely right. We can have a bigger boost to our economy, to incomes, to jobs, by focusing on building one Canadian economy, by building these nation-building projects, by focusing on getting productivity up, by reducing government waste, by driving investment in this country. And so that is a good in and of itself. We're going to focus on that while we have these negotiations with the Americans. And if the negotiations with the Americans take longer, so be it. We've got more than enough to do here.
This is Max Justice, and today we're going north, real north, because something is happening in Canada. And it's not just about maple syrup or hockey. It's about power, sovereignty, and the question that dares to be asked: is Canada on the verge of becoming the 51st state of the United States? GNK Trung MT Kwok K-Chip Ba Kwok T. Thaten Canada Gnik and MT Ven Sianch. Canada Kang the Tach Bite VVI and Chi Si Mi Y. V Evan Ho Ken T. Vasi Chen Tro. Nheng Riang Ta Tip TIC. MPMD. This is Max Justice. And today we're going north, real north, because something is happening in Canada. And it's not just about maple syrup or hockey. It's about power, sovereignty, and the question that dares to be asked: is Canada on the verge of becoming the 51st state of the United States? GNK Trung MT Kwok K-Chip Ba Kwok T. The 10 Canada G-Nick and MT Ven C-Anch. Canada Kang the Tach Bite VVI and Chi C Mi Y. V Evan Ho. Ken T. Vasi Chen Tro. Nheng Riang Ta Tip TIC. MPMD. This is Max Justice. And today we're going north, real north, because something is happening in Canada. And it's not just about maple syrup or hockey. It's about power, sovereignty, and the question that dares to be asked, is Canada on the verge of becoming the 51st state of the United States? GNK Trong MT Kwok K Chip Ba Kwok T. The 10 Canada G Nick and MT Ven C-Anch. Canada Kang the Tach Bite VVI and Chi C Mi Y. V Evan Ho. Ken T. Vasi Chen Tro. Nheng Riang Ta Tip TIC. MPMD. Then you're not paying attention. I'm Max Justice. I see the strings, I hear the silence, and I will not stop until the lies are broken and the truth is unleashed.